So let's see what this comment asks for. This request that I just that I've received. Do the Supra SZ-R. That's the Toyota Supra, I believe. So I need to go to Japan. That's not Japan. Right, Toyota. Let's see if the Supra's over here. There's none there. Supra anywhere? Nope. Supra. Nope. Still no. So Supras, yeah, this might be a while. Where are all Supra SZ-R? Okay then. I did not know that existed in this game. Learn something new every day. Hello and welcome to episode 24 of the car review series, I believe it is. Today we are reviewing the, well, you already know from the intro, the Toyota Supra SZ-R from 1997. Let's see. I'm not so worried about this car. I think I should be more worried than I am. I'll get that. So we're running 504 performance points, 393 brake horsepower. 1,188 kilograms, or near enough to 1.2 tons, depending on what country you live in. It's front-engine rear-wheel drive, very standard for a late 90s Japanese car. 44 kilograms force-meter max torque, and 3.02 kilograms per brake horsepower power-to-weight ratio. Let's check my settings. Haven't reset themselves, as they sometimes do. And let's get onto the track. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this car. No, I'm not sure what's going to happen in this lobby. Because there is a guy spectating, and if I get 3 warnings, I get kicked. So if I end up getting 2 warnings, I'm probably going to have to slow down a bit. Otherwise, you know, once I get 1 warning, I'll be on their radar. And being in this car, this Supra, I think I'm going to be on the radar from the start. So here's the back of the back of the Supra. It's there's 5 brake lights. 5 brake lights. Okay. Yep, 5 brake lights. There's nothing on the spoiler. Interesting. Oh, I got hit. There's the horn. That's quite a nice horn. I don't think there's anything else to do. There is nothing to do on the front because it's a standard car, no interior. There's the bumper view, which again goes to 160 miles per hour on the speedometer. Looks like about 8,250 revs per minute. I can't even speak right now. There's the interior. Yeah, pretty boring. Just yeah. And there's a rear view. It's just a thing with Gran Turismo cars, isn't it? It's just a thing where you can only see half of the of what you should be able to see from the rear. It's just a thing about Gran Turismo. And here's the bonnet view, which is actually a roof view. So you can see the little tip of the windscreen underneath. So let's listen to the sound on the from the outside here. I don't know if you're able to hear it from the surrounding cars that are going past, but let's try it anyway. Well, we're also in the open. Looks like it's only about 8,000 RPM. Yeah. That's a nice sound though, isn't it? Oh! I can't wait to drive this. I really cannot wait to drive this car. Alright, let's get to some sort of straight, which may take a while. So I think this should be a suitable enough straight. I'll wait for these for this group of cars here to go past, and then oh, there's 6 groups of cars now. 6 cars in this group. I'm terrible at it today. I really am. Don't hit me. Thank you. There's 1 more car, and then I should be good to go. And let's see how much this can surprise me. Here's the burnout. There is no burnout. It did surprise me, but in the wrong way I expected. I expected this to be really out of control. It's actually really nice to drive. It doesn't feel like it's fully tuned. It really doesn't. Don't hit. Oh, that was so close. Oh. We've got a car coming here which has almost hit me because he's lagging. This car grips the road really well. I'm so surprised. I believe the other Supra, the SZ, isn't like this. I believe maybe the other Supra has a turbo, because this one doesn't have a turbo. I noticed that, and maybe that's what's causing it to maybe that's what's stopping it from sliding all over the place. It grips so well. I haven't had a single complaint about this car yet. The brakes are good. The handling's good. Acceleration is not too bad. It could be a bit better, I think. There is room for improvement on the acceleration. Let's say that. Yeah, it's just a very average car for racing and cruising. I think it'll be good for cruising. It's got long enough gears to do cruising. Cheap. It's relatively cheap as well. I think it was only about 36,000, something like that. So it's very cheap for what it is. And I think it's around the sort of. Let's say this would compete with a Subaru. This would compete with a Subaru. Or at least one of my Subarus. Watch out for this guy, he might unpause. There's guys coming on the other lane. Oh, that was a sticky situation. Okay, there's my first complaint. If you sort of just go full steering like that, if you go really, I can't really explain it. It's difficult to explain. If you brake before the corner and accelerate going through the corner, you'll probably your front wheels understeer. Whereas if you accelerate and then brake at the corner and then put the power down after the corner, you tend to oversteer out of the corner, so you get a slower slower exit out of the corner. I don't know why I can't speak today. There you go, there's loads of understeer there. So yeah, this car is basically average. It's going to be quite a short video, I think. There's not really anything to say about it. This Volkswagen Lupo is very, very annoying. Or Corsa. That's a Corsa. Good man. He made a good car choice for this circuit. There's the horn. Horn's nice. The horn is very nice, actually. It's quite a mellow horn, but it still attracts attention, which is this Skyline driver does not know how to drive. What was that? No, it wasn't. I thought it was. Whoa! GTR out of nowhere. That was so close. It just brushed my front bumper. I think the front of my car is probably ruined now from the drifting BMW. If I do that, try and make it drift, it doesn't drift. So there is loads of grip in this car. There is no worry about losing grip at all in this. Absolutely no worry at all. There's this GTR which got very close to hitting me. I think he hit the Corsa. Get out of the way. Thank you. Look at that. No oversteer at all. A Subaru would have oversteered there. A Subaru would have oversteered there. I can guarantee you that. I think I'm pushing the car more and more, and it's sort of making the car go over its limits, which is what I'm trying to do on this review. Watch out for the Skyline! Ooh! Some close calls going on today. Yeah, there's just a It's a very basic car for beginners in racing. I don't know. I don't know if the races in beginner mode would be a high enough PP for this car, performance points for this car. I would say yes. For beginners, I would say yes. For both racing and cruising. For drifting, I wouldn't go for it. Simply because, if a stock like this, I don't get a single... okay, through these whole 9 minutes 30 I've been recording right now, I've only lost traction once. Literally, once. Once. That's all it is. A Subaru would have lost traction 30, 40, 50 times maybe. Watch out for these group of cars! Oh! There we go, I finally got the car to lose some traction. You even saw there, when I was, sort of, exiting the drift? I don't know, that's not quite the right term I'm looking for, but, when I was exiting the drift, ending the drift, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh! That curb is deadly in every single car I've driven. It's the... Watch out for the group of cars in the way! So yeah, for because of how much grip there is in this car, I don't think I would bother trying to tune it for drifting. It's just, it's not powerful enough. I mean, you saw the power to weight ratio; it's 3, or near enough 3, and that's not really enough. That's too much for Whoa! This is that's close. It's too much for drifting. You want around 2.5, 2.6, maybe, for drifting in a car. I think it's just a bit too heavy and a bit too You know, you can use curbs. Obviously, any car can use curbs. Like this one, any car would spin out there. I don't know of a single car that doesn't spin out. Even a front-wheel drive car spin out on that curb. So I don't think curbs really count. I'm kind of ignoring the... Look, I'm trying to make it drift so much there, and it's... Okay, then. I just got lag cannoned. I was trying to make it drift so much then, it wouldn't do it. It just kept gripping the track. So it's not a drifting car. Not that I don't really care about drifting cars. I mean, they're nice and they're quite fun, but... oh, well done. Did a great job there of avoiding me. Yeah, for drifting, don't even try, to be honest. I mean, you can try, but you're not going to get very far unless you do like extreme amounts of camber and loads and loads and loads of tow. It's just not going to work, and you're not going to be able to drive in a straight line if you do get it to drift. So yeah, not a drifting car. Definitely not a drifting car. That was so close. Yep. Yeah, it's only that curb where I lose traction. I am purposely losing traction there, by the way. I'm not hitting that curb every single every single time. That'd be bad driving if I did. Watch out for the Pontiac that just crashed. What is that? That's a C7 with the biggest spoiler I've seen in my life. Watch out for these cars! Oh, so difficult to drive here. So difficult to drive. Now, looking at the gearing is really long for this circuit. I haven't had to go higher than 4th gear. And I believe there's 6 gears in this. Let's see how many gears there are. Yeah, 6 gears in this thing. And I've only had to go to 4th gear at about... well done, Eva. Well done, Skyline. Whoa! Sudden appearing Evo. Just... Oh, that's scary. The Evos are out to attack the Supras today, apparently. Right, let's try and make the car drift. I just can't do it. On a corner without a curb, I can't I can't get the car to drift, whatever I do. Let's try using the handbrake. Let's see what that does. Ooh, ooh, interesting. Interesting what happened there. Very, very interesting what happened. It did drift, and it kept the drift going. This is confusing me. So if you don't touch the handbrake at all, which you won't be when you're using a wheel. That was amazing. What? The handbrake just changes. If you just tap the handbrake once, whilst you're going around a corner, the car just... It's like someone inside... It's like someone inside pressed a switch to make it from a track car to a drifting car halfway around a corner. So if I tap the handbrake, well, it would help if there wasn't a McLaren right there, which is pushing me. You pushing me isn't going to help you in any way, by the way. Just letting you know that. Oops. I'm creating a traffic jam. Oh god. I think I'm struggling to drive normally here because there's so many people that want to cut into my lane. Ooh. Let's just let the GTR do its own thing. It just seems to be driving like a maniac. Whoa. Whoa. Good reactions, my friend. Good reactions. Yep. Of course you are. This is really fun, actually. Let's try and get this to drift. Nothing. See, I didn't touch the handbrake there. You see, it just kind of understeered all the time. It just wouldn't do it. And if I tap the handbrake on this corner, it drifts. I'm counter-steering there. So this is a drifting car. Ah, this is such a confusing car. So if you use the handbrake... Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm not a drifter. As you can see. If you just tap the handbrake, like here, obviously you need to be a better drifter than me because I can't drift at all. With the undriftable steering wheel. There's a car coming really fast. Whew. I'm glad he crashed actually. Now he's going to avoid me instead of hit me. These guys might hit me. Yep, I knew he would. So yeah, I'll get to the end of my my end, which has taken about 3 minutes to do so far. What's this? An E-Type behind me. The E-Type's keeping up with me. Oh god. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting to be hit four times in a row now. Was not expecting that, I have to admit. So, let's see if I can actually finish this video. It's taking about 5 minutes. Watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my god. I tell you what, no one can drive on this lobby. No one can drive. So yes, for beginners, go, just go, please go. Oh my god. Don't listen, do they? I've got an E-Type behind me. Oh my god. It's so difficult. Stop. Oh my god. Right. No. Oh dear. It's so difficult just to avoid everyone that's... I think 3 people aren't hitting me. The E-Type. The Infinity thing. Yeah, the Infinity, one of the Infinities. Not Swift. Not Swift Killer, the other, the white Infinity. And, I don't know what the other one is. But, yeah, so for beginners, see if I can actually end the video this time. For beginners, racing, yes. Cruising, yes. The gearing is about perfect for cruising! Ah. Why is it so difficult? It seems like the owner is kicking people now, which is nice. And someone actually said sorry to me. How nice of them. That's so nice. I gotta say thanks for that. Oh, no problem, because it's the only person that's said sorry to me in this whole lobby. Out of about 30, 40 crashes I've had, one person has said sorry. So yes, beginners, racing yes, cruising yes, drifting not so much. It's a bit very difficult to control drifting. Amateurs, cruising yes, racing yes, drifting yes, professional the same, just the same cruising yes, everything yes for professionals. It's basically the perfect car. If you want a car which drives like a Subaru but isn't a Subaru, if that makes sense, because some people don't like the sort of the negative hype around Subarus, which there is in this game for some reason. Just go on this car. It drives in some ways it drives better than a Subaru, which I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that it drives better than a Subaru, but it does. It drives better than a Subaru. Watch out. That Subaru that passed there, the S206, is probably sliding around the corners. Ugh! The curb got me. The curb. Yeah, the curb. That's a. What is that? Is that a chaser or something? Yeah, it's a chaser. Nice. See if we can keep up with the nice Supra. Oh, that's so scary. I think it can keep up with. Yes, it can keep up with the Supra. Now it's just a matter of who gets hit first. It's better around the corners, probably. Yep. Curb got me again. Oh, I got him as well. That's good. So yeah, I've been XeinsGaming reviewing the Toyota Supra SZ-R from 1997, and yes, it's a good car in general. I would probably anyone doing anything, I would use it. It's a very average car. And I will see you in the next video.